Organized sports participation in Europe, particularly in urban areas, has been decreasing drastically, while the number of European citizens not engaging in any physical activities at all has been increasing. These developments have become a prevalent issue for European sport clubs, facing high dropout rates and lacking civic participation of youth. For this reason, 3x3 Unites developed the research project Empowered by 3x3. The overall goal is to create a 3x3 network all throughout Europe, making young people in urban areas leaders of tomorrow. As part of the dissemination work of the Empowered by 3x3 project, 3x3 Unites came to visit the German Sports University to showcase what a 3x3 session looks like and discuss the lessons learned throughout their journey of this research project.
I like today's session very much. Having this perspective of professional 3x3 basketball players is something that I never experienced before.
Oh, it was really nice to have the chance or the opportunity to get to know this game from the elite or from international basketball players.
The dissemination event began in the morning, where a number of bachelor students were able to participate in an active 3x3 session with the 3x3 instructor and mentor Melissa and the trained 3x3 facilitator Petra. Throughout the session, the students played 3x3 and got a taste of the overall structure and organization of the 3x3 method. The session commenced with a general Q&A in which students were able to demonstrate their previous knowledge about 3x3. After a more detailed introduction by Melissa and Petra, the students started to warm up with some playing activities, getting accustomed to throwing the ball and practicing how to aim for the basket. Lastly, the students were put into teams and were able to try out the method of 3x3, putting their own skills into practice.
Everyone is trying to push each other and to score a basket, a point.
3x3 is a really intense basketball play. I really like that it's really fast.
You can really feel the bond between the teams trying to push each other.
No, I think it's fun to play, and I would love to play 3x3 basketball again.
After a short break, 3x3 Unites presented their current data and the experiences they had made during the research process to students of the Master Program of Sport Development and Politics, as well as other academic staff from the university. The organization presented their own work as an NGO, as well as the development and delivery of their current project Empowered by 3x3. Hereby, the students were able to learn how a street sport such as 3x3 basketball, which is characterized by rather flexible sport structures, can still be used to foster youth development in a very organized and thought-through process. Overall, the project Empowered by 3x3 was developed and implemented by 3x3 Unites and 3 partner organizations in the cities of The Hague in the Netherlands, Copenhagen in Denmark, and Düsseldorf in Germany. Throughout the project, 3x3 Unites trained a number of facilitators within each city who can then disseminate 3x3 in their own communities. Each city can use the method and develop their own 3x3 sessions as they see fit and tailor it towards the community's needs. Throughout this process, the facilitators are able to nominate youth that seems particularly invested in the sessions to become facilitators themselves. Those facilitators can then again offer 3x3 sessions in their own communities. This method is part of the 3x3 scaling up process, encouraging the dissemination and the use of 3x3 organically around Europe. After having understood the overall method behind the research project, the participating students and staff investigated the method of 3x3 and how it applies to the SDGs targeted by 3x3 Unites. The findings concluded that the method of 3x3 is able to increase health and well-being of participants, foster gender equality among the players, facilitate the sustainable use of urban areas while developing economic growth and employability skills.
Particularly challenging during this project was when you get through kids. So the first phase of learning, recruitment and everything with the kids, it's really hard to get their trust and for them to like be active, to see what you see.
As always, when you think, okay, this is the biggest way it can go wrong, it was the most valuable moment, because we had the moment where both partners, or especially one partner, was really lacking the capacity to run the project for a part, and we have one of the facilitators stepping up his role and really taking leadership in everything they're now doing.
The research project, empowered by 3x3, is coming to an end in July 2024. Throughout the implementation, the organizations involved, namely 3x3 Unites, Streetball Copenhagen and 3x3 Academy Düsseldorf, have been able to bring out the best of 3x3 and develop in their own regard as an organization and their own capacities. Together they have laid the groundwork for 3x3 basketball to become a versatile tool that is not only fun to play, but can facilitate the development of youth where it is most needed. It is the first step into a future where youth is empowered by 3x3.
The next step for us is in our organization is to make sure that people become more aware of what we're doing, which would allow us to scale and to expand our operations throughout the communities and perhaps throughout the regions.